know what time it is. It's the Big Three Box Late Show, my friends. Are you ready? You know, guys, like, honestly, I've been thinking about this for like a good few. I've been thinking about this for like a good few years. I mean, who better to do a sort of faux or pseudo late show than yours truly? But I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna talk to celebrities. We're gonna have this and that. Maybe if this show really does well, maybe that. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do them one better. Because my thing is about one-upping people. My thing is not really about one-upping people, but kind of trying to do my own thing. And it's possible that the late show stuff can be done YouTuber-wise. So I just thought I'd tip my own hat at it. But tonight, for this little experiment, I'm going to talk about hyperdimension Neptunia. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Technically, this is gonna kind of be a show for mostly anybody who wants to really, mostly for anybody who's like fed up with the current style of like late shows and whatnot. Let me tell you, no bashing of Sonic. That is not happening. No bashing of other fans unless they do something really, truly stupid. But bashing of various companies, oh, that's always going to be in. Let me start this off. Let me start this off by talking about something for the Neptunia fans, because again, I'm trying to get them to watch this too. And honestly, let's hit it. Also, I'm Bugsy No Name, and this is the band. This is my band, Bugsy's Bugsy's chaotic Bugsy's chaotic foursome. It's not really a band. I'm just kind of thinking ideas. Just kicking ideas at this point. All right, let's get into the first segment. So, a lot of people have been asking me, and they constantly ask me this. Bugsy, how did you become a Neptunia fan? Well, I didn't find out about Neptunia. I didn't find out about Hyperdimension Neptunia from anybody but Noble. Noble from Lost Pause. And it's because of Noble from Lost Pause, I actually became a fan because I really enjoyed Neptunia. Like it was funny. It made jokes. It made references. You know, references is kind of like my bread and butter, everybody. So you already know how I feel. So I was like, so okay. So I decided when the VR game literally came out. I know, hell of a place to start. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play this, and it's because I've at least watched all the cutscenes from all the games. I know certain cutscenes, right? I know that certain cutscenes. I know that certain games have like the good ending, the bad ending, the ending, the all this other stuff. But what I liked about the VR game is that it's all locked to the good ending. Not because I don't think I could do the not like I can't do the good endings from any of these games. But it's always kind of good to have like a straightforward good ending and stuff like that. But it's because of this very game that I decided to make my gaming goddess. It's spring forth out of my idea of just kind of adding stuff to the Bugsy verse, which is growing, by the way. I mean, seriously, there's gonna be more stuff about the Bugsy verse as we go on this year, but basically, I decided to make this, and yeah, I kind of owe a little bit to this game. Sure, it may not be the best Neptunia game. It's just kind of a remake without like, with some of the stuff that people like pretty much shafted. But I liked it for the VR events and all the other stuff. which is another thing that they could bring back in the mainline games. I'm just saying. Think about it. People actually being able to interact with with the CPUs. I mean, there's a whole app about it where you can do that. So I'm just saying, I'm saying, Idea Factory, Compile Heart, you guys can actually get something done with that. Think about it. Like I'm saying, like a full-on CPU dating sim. Not saying because I want some content, but seriously, people would replay that again and again and again if it had a dating sim. I mean, Danganronpa actually has that too. People are saying, "Oh yeah," but about Danganronpa, we're gonna get I keep hearing we're gonna get like a fighting game. Someone made the guys who worked on the old Danganronpa stuff made a spiritual successor. Whole bunch of stuff. It's actually pretty cool. And I don't really know much about the spiritual successor, but I keep hearing good things about it, so that's good. Um, but yeah, let me get into the first. Let me get into the actual part. This is like just my kind of opening remarks, but I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the fact that we don't have a mainline game for the Neptunia series. Now, look, folks. I'm not a very picky man. I'll take what I can get. And I don't mind this whole virtual YouTuber thing that they're doing. I didn't mind freaking the Neptunia little shooter game that I don't have yet. Because I'm going to get it and I'm going to play it. But the thing I'm mad at is the fact that we don't have a mainline game. Like, everything else now is just like straight up spin offs. And I think you know, Uzume really freaking predicted it. Like, we're just gonna have nothing but spin-offs, but I think we need mainline games, guys. I mean, you guys can keep on going with like spin-offs, and that's fine and all, but I think a lot of us want, you know, a lot of us want a mainline Neptunia game that actually kind of continues after Mega Dimension because there's a lot of there's a lot of wiggle room for that. Like, Alma Gaming Goddess is made like after the events of Mega Dimension because there's not a lot we know about this Uzume staying game industry. People remember Uzume. There ain't no there are is she like a straight up celebrity now because everybody everybody in our world loves the freaking Dreamcast to death. We'll ride or die with that. We'll ride and die with the little white box. We'll ride and die with it. Um, you know, you know, will Neptune and VR get show their feelings for each other? Various other things that a lot of people want to know about. Yes, Neptune shippers, I threw you a bone, even though you've all shown me nothing but disrespect. Because I take away your ships by making my show. You know, we could actually even make jokes that Vert and Blonde are working together, like how you know, Microsoft and Microsoft and Nintendo are working together. Y'all can make a Yuri thing. Y'all can make a whole entire subplot with like Blonde and Vert having this like work relationship, and it's very lucrative for both of them. And it could probably get sexual. You could do that. But there's so many things you can do with with what happens after Mega Dimension. And I think a lot of people are just getting kind of fed up with all the spin-offs. I think maybe Four Goddesses Online could have been a mainline game. And can I just say, not a lot of people give Vert a lot of love. Other than my series, what's really going to explore Vert's character, no one gives Vert a lot of love. I mean, I get it. She wants a little sister. She gets a little overzealous, and it gets kind of creepy. But when you really like, I've really done videos just just dissecting Vert's personality, the way she thinks, the way she acts, and all this other stuff. And I feel like you could make a deep emotional story with Vert. It's possible. Ooh, almost almost knocked my mouse off. Anyways, but I feel like this could I feel like this can happen. And I think that it should. Because let's be honest, I think that Vert, because what does Vert really want out of anything else in this world, right, guys? Like, what does she want? She just wants a little sister. And by that extension, she wants a straight up family if you actually looked at Mega Dimension in her dream, where she's just got like three, like two little sisters. And I feel like, what she wants is a family. But she can't have one because Microsoft will never make a console. They never make a little handheld because when you think about it, handhelds are basically done. They're done so. But it'd be but it'd be really, really, really cool if like Vert actually probably adopts a someone as her little sister or little brother. Yeah, I've seen stories where Vert actually adopts a little brother or has a little brother and like she gets mad. It's a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Like there's a world of good like Neptune stories. Some edgy, some not so edgy. Some fitting with the actual like themes of Neptunia and a whole bunch of other stuff that gets way more emotional when you read it. You're probably wondering, where does All My Gaming Guys fit in all this? I would say kind of in the middle. It can get emotional, but it can be like just silly, punny, and does reference a lot of game stuff. You know, it being a harem show, but I still haven't forgotten that it's gonna be a Neptunia. It's gonna be a Neptunia show at its heart. It's still a Neptunia. It's still a hyperdimension Neptunia show at its heart. And I'm never gonna really forget that when I'm making it. But um, again, I just feel like it can happen. I feel like that we could get a mainline game after all of this, after all these, after all these spin-offs are done. And don't get me wrong, I love Super Neptunia RPG. We're gonna get back to that pretty soon. I just need to pick a day where we can actually just do it. But when that's finished, in next year we're gonna get into the virtual Neptunia game. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great because it's like kind of like a third-person shooter. You know how I get down with those. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I believe. I think. So yeah. I mean, what I'd really want is like, what I would really want is just something that expands upon Mega Dimension. I mean, the Zero Dimension kind of still exists, and to an extent, and there's a whole bunch of stuff you could do. I mean, also since Idea Factory also worked on the Data Live game, which are just two, you know, which are just basically visual novels that are kind of dating sims. I'm just saying, Neptunia can have the same thing, just done its own way. It's not like they haven't done that before. I mean, Hyper Devotion Noir was basically, one of the little subplots is like you're with Noir and you're helping her out, but she kind of falls for you. But I was thinking, let's do that on a bigger, grander, and do it on a bigger, grander, massive or more scale. Have the other have like either the main CPUs fall in love with your character, or even have like the other side characters, or even or maybe even gold third fall for your character. I don't know. Put it in the side store. Put it like a mode side mode into the actual game. Kind of like how the VR was, or maybe even have the VR events continue, or maybe have the VR events continuity continue from those continue from from the VR title. You know, seriously, just a way to kind of say, hey, yeah, they remember everything you said, every yes, every no, every little look at. It would be pretty awesome for them to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have nothing but respect for Idea Factory, so whatever they do at this point, I'm not gonna get mad at. But I want Idea Factory to really, truly, honestly reconsider what I have to say here, because I'm not trying to tell you how to run. I'm not trying to tell you how to run the company. I'm not trying to tell your employees what to do. All I'm saying is that a lot of us want a mainline game, and I think it'd be very nice if you guys could do that. If you don't want to do that, it's fine. But I think it would be. I think now, after we've let like a whole bunch of we've let like a whole bunch of like spin-off titles now. I think it's time for us to go back to the mainline games and tell a very compelling story. You know, something good, something really good and fun. But I think that's about it. Anything else? Well, let's get into the next segment, which I like to call things Sonic fans do. So everybody like yesterday during the new game expo was complaining about there's no Sonic, and I'm like, dudes, listen to me, listen to me. And right now, you guys can't see it, but I'm wearing one of my suits. So one of the things I really wanted to talk about was like, guys, you know they said they were taking their time with Sonic. What do you guys think that means? Like everybody in the Sonic fandom is like, no, we want to know if there's more Sonic. We must know. Woo. And I'm just like, dudes. They said they were taking their time with Sonic, and I think they're sticking to that. So let them do what they're doing. I know you guys want a new Sonic game, but give it time. I understand. You want it. But if you hadn't noticed, I don't really think that you guys really truly understand that the fucking world is literally on fire. I don't think you really even understand what's going on. We have we have stuff going on, so people can't really get some of their work done. People are at home just trying to either scrape by or trying to get their work done. There's so many things that everybody's trying to do, so games are kind of scarce. So all I'm trying to say is be fucking patient. And seriously, Nintendo fans, stop screaming about more directs. Now, seriously, Sonic fans, you need to chill. And Nintendo fans, I need to tell you this. You need to fucking calm. You need to calm your. You need to calm yourselves down a little bit, because it's not really that important right now. We got things going on in the world that can't really be done. I know that pisses half of you off, but you gotta understand, when everything is back to the way things are, we're gonna get back to normal. But you guys have to just wait. Be patient. Learn. Like, seriously, guys, do you even understand that the world is kind of dealing with shit? I know that you want your games, and so do we, but we're seriously just fucking waiting like the rest of you. But the thing about it is that we're patient. You didn't think this was canon with the Bugsy verse, but it doesn't really matter. It's kind of in its own little nebulous thing right here. But anyways, yeah, guys, every freaking person in the Sonic fandom, calm down. The the games will be coming. You just gotta wait. And besides, if you're like me, you pretty much got Sakura Wars. You got Sakura Wars played through, so you're pretty much good right now. And soon, maybe later, you're gonna get Judgment, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Judgment! Oh, I love Yakuza." Bugsy, why? Because, on Sakamura, because. But I just feel like a lot of you don't really get. A lot of you don't really understand. Like, you guys are all making all these like Smash predictions and all this other stuff, but you guys are not really understanding that we're not going to get another Sonic thing because they are actually taking their time, which means they're either working on a freaking remake to Sonic Adventure, which scares me, or they're working on a new game entirely. Who knows? I don't know, but I say let's just wait and stop being impatient and stop being super impatient, fans, and just wait, see what happens. And trust me, I'm not being like Pat telling you guys are wrong for not waiting, but I'm just saying you guys need to have a little bit of patience. And plus, me and Bugsy ain't lovingly cupping each other's balls like Pat or Ian. I think we shouldn't be saying that they do, but we kind of know that they are. Ah man, no, that's really gonna piss him off. And like I give a shit. Either way, I'm just saying, guys, wait a little bit. And why? Like, so this is like the first segment. Well, yeah. What's the next one, man? Well, they're gonna find out after this commercial break. Really? Play me out, Harima. Oh, yeah. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in a minute. We're not actually gonna put a commercial break here. We're just probably gonna cut. We're just probably gonna cut to the next. We're just probably gonna cut to the next thing or add something. I don't know. We might do something. I don't know. But see you guys in a minute. Peace. You know what time it is, everybody. We're back. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, guys. The music should have been here. But like everything I do, sometimes shit gets delayed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got this from the YouTube music library. Get down, feel it, you know you love it. Oh. It's not called the Late Night Show, it's called the Late Show with Bugsy. Don't even fucking worry about it. We're talking about a bunch of shit everybody cares about. This is a test run of a pilot of what I'm about to do. We got shit going on here. We got more things, so we're gonna do more segments of our palette. So watch, like and subscribe. If you're gonna see some shit that's gonna fine, so come on. Jump in the air, motherfuckers. It's not canon, motherfuckers. So funny stuff with this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But hey, comment if you like this. This is the product of the Big Three Bucks Network, a variety channel. We don't do just in time here, so let's just enjoy the thing. Film the music and watch it keep you away. It's about social media and fucking cares. Hear me when I say this. This fucking shit is something that we all worked on. Ooh. I like it. I like this. This is smooth. Bugsy, this is a good idea. The music? Yeah, good idea. So, like, logically, this could be in character or not in character. But, you know, yeah, this lecture's gonna be an afternoon thing. So get ready. Probably not every day, but probably every few days. So my boys told you earlier. You don't know that they're here, but they're in the fucking band. That function. God damn, Bugsy, that's good. I know, right? Well, it actually kind of late, so we did a good job. So what's next on the itinerary? Well, I kind of wanted to explain to people that the first segment was only those two segments we did in that one video was only just a test segment. See, guys, I want to bring back the old days where I was more or less edgy, to find a better term. But I don't want to go like, everything's hard and painful. No, I just want to be entertaining. Because let's be real, everything right now is kind of on, world is sort of on fire right now. And personally, I just want to find another. I just want to entertain you more, which is a little bit more all-consuming. A lot of people wonder about my channel and be like, dude, you only do the Sonic thing? Do you only do the Sonic thing? You only do the Sonic thing. And I'm just like, no, I don't only do the Sonic thing. There's so many other things I do, but you guys only come for certain things. I'm just trying to get you guys to like other things. I'm trying to get you guys to probably try some other things, Like there's more than just like think of my channel as like a plate of like think of my channel as a buffet of various foods and various things. And you guys only want like the blueberry pancakes, which is Sonic. And you guys only come for the blueberry pancakes. When there's like a smorgasbord of other things you could be getting yourselves into. But you choose the blueberry waffles. I mean, you choose the blueberry pancakes, not blue waffle. No, it's not blue waffle. I swear. I swear to you, it is not blue waffle. Just shh. It's okay. Shh. But let me tell you, I got more to offer than just Sonic, and I'm just trying to plead with every last one of you that it's not just Sonic I do. It's more than that. To get the full flavor of my YouTube channel, there's storylines that are still ongoing, different versions, different Bugsies and doing their own thing in different videos, a whole bunch of things, a whole, dare I say it, omniverse of content that you could be looking at right now. And it just kind of bums me out that some of you only come for the Sonic. Even Sonic Studio, Sonic Studio Triple, he's a good dude. But, like, that was one of the other dudes that only came for Sonic. And I don't even know where he's at, but, like, at the same time, guys, I have more things for you than just Sonic. And don't worry, Sonic will still be a part of this channel. Unless there's like a when the game finally drops, we'll talk about it. When Sonic Universe's the second half of Sonic Universe comes out, we'll talk about that too. When the main Archie Sonic Online comic comes out, we'll talk about it. I'm not gonna abandon Sonic just because a bunch of people want Sonic. Because unlike a lot of people who get like stressed out and burnt out about it and get annoyed by accent, dudes, I take breaks. I don't get angry at like that kind of stuff. You have to actually try to get me angry. You have to try to get under that thick layer of skin that I have. And if you can't, and if you can, well, you're about to get cussed up. But you have to actually try to get me angry. Stuff like people wanting more Sonic stuff doesn't really get me entirely angry. That's kind of make me upset that this channel is more of a variety thing. You guys just want one thing. Again, it's like my buffet metaphor. You guys want the pancakes. You want the blueberry pancakes, and you just keep coming for the pancakes. When it's like hot dogs, hamburgers, fucking couscous. I don't even know what couscous is. But it's there. You know? I'm just saying. There's more to this channel than Sonic. And I want all of you to be a part of it. And if you don't, I understand. If you're only here for Sonic, I understand. But I want for you guys to know that there's more things, broaden your horizons. Find something entertaining that I have and see if you like it. I'm working on a lot of different things, guys, and some people are really waiting on the Sonic Freedom Fighters. One person keeps talking about it and doesn't want to try nothing else like that. Well, a few of you are kind of interested in Armageddon Guys, which is getting work done, folks. A lot of you want different things from me. But you gotta understand, there's more than just one thing that I do. The Big Three Box Network prides itself on variety, on humor, on entertainment, on a few things I'm going to be working on. Because we're going to be working on the we're going to be working on the first annual multiversal tournament starter matches. Characters that can and probably will get into the tournament proper. But that's how I'm going to be doing that. And yes, I'm going to be putting characters in Mugen, so you guys, some of you are not going to like this, but listen to me here. I'm not Death Battle, okay? We get into the tournament proper. That's when I'm going to start doing, like, calculations and other stuff like that. But the preliminaries are just to kind of see who will be in the tournament. Again, still working on that too. Now this little test show that I got going is just a starter for something even greater that I'm trying to get done. But do you see what I'm trying to say, guys? I do more than just Sonic. And I want you all to know that. Because I get constant people wondering where's the next Sonic thing. All I'm going to say is the Archie refresher course is still going on. I'm just picking the right thing. There are a few things that I don't even remember, and I'm just kind of getting back to that. So there's going to be a lot of stuff, and it's going to be great. And we are, and I did talk about Tails and Sonic and their relationship when the whole thing where they were fighting, because a lot of people I don't know, a lot of people on Twitter just got me mad. It is a part of the Sonic refresher course, the Archie Sonic refresher course. But but I didn't really label it as such. But there that is. But that's still coming. There's gonna be a little mini playthrough of Sonic 2020, and you can see it with my new computer doing its thing. It's just beautiful. Also, Roblox related content, so that's happening as well. Don't be alarmed at that. If anybody knows, they know I play Roblox off and on. Really trying out new things on Roblox. Roblox is so experimental, and I love it for that. So yeah, I just want you guys to know that the Late Show with Bugsy is going to be more than just, well, more than just what you think. And hell, if you guys really want to help me out here, send me a comment. Talk about your favorite thing. We'll talk about it on the show, and it's going to be great, beautiful. It's going to be amazing. But remember, this is a show strictly for entertainment. We are not going to talk about any political things. That means this thing is strictly for entertainment, so no real world things. I mean, you can talk about the C virus, but you gotta call it the C virus and other things. But keep it funny, keep it light. Or if you want to talk to me about projects you're working on, I can give you like a little spotlight if I can. Remember, folks, there are more things that are going on in this channel that you don't even know about, but I want you to be a part of it. Peace. Oh, hey, Ansakura, what was the other song we got for the ending credits? Oh, hold up. No, that's it. Sure. No, not that either. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, see what I'm talking about? Like, this is beautiful. 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 Okay, great. Well, hey, guys. You gotta wait for it, like, you gotta wait for it to go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, like, subscribe, and share. It helps us out a lot. Show me what you got. Keep moving, folks. More to come soon from the Big 3 Bucks Network. Telling you to feel scrappy. Feel this. This is the end of the show. So you gotta go. Let's see you go. Well, let me show you one thing. Let me show you how to do the hoop. The hokey doke. But you just don't worry about that. What the? I was like, well, what the fuck is the hokey doke? I don't know, man. I was just kind of writing things, and I just said Hogan Doke. What the fuck is the Hogan Doke? It sounds freaking. I mean, sounds of our language. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but like Hogan Doke. What the fuck is the Hogan Doke? I don't know, man. I was kind of writing things, and it just kind of came out that way. The Hogan Doke. What the fuck is the Hogan Doke? It just is. You're weird, man. You're weird. Oh, brother, you're weird. I know. Hokey doke. Well, see you guys later. Like and subscribe because there's gonna be more of this stuff. And trust me, it won't be seen in a black background. This is just more of a test and a pilot. We're gonna do more, but it's gonna get better. We're gonna improve. We're gonna have people around. We're gonna have people for like little review segments. It's gonna be great. It's our way. It's like our own thing, given what we got. Yeah, pretty much. Peace, everybody, and like and subscribe. There's more stuff coming.